all you tiny, beautiful people who live in the confines of my computer. It's me, Finn. Hello. Today's video is not super big, and I apologize for how small and not super well put together this one is. Today's video, I just want to talk about, that I am worried for myself and for others. There's a lot going on in the world. A lot of negativity. A lot of things that are not great for us as people, us as individuals or as groups. And I want to express my care. Not only... Are you fighting stuff, buddy? There's a cat here. My apologies. Hey, buddy. There's always negativity in the world, and there's always issues and stuff. But in the past year, past 6 months, past month, past week, everything seems to just continuously get worse and worse. To all of my viewers who are gay or trans or asexual or any of the things under the queer umbrella, I am sorry for what is happening in the world that is affecting you in such a negative way, especially in like the Americas, where currently that's one of the big focal points of political talk. I want you to know that not only is this a safe place where you can be honest about who you are and what you want, and trust that nobody is going to pursue you negatively. I also want you to know that in the comments or through asking for it, I can get you a link to the Discord. I am here to conversate, as are many other people in the Discord who are extremely nice, extremely passionate individuals who care and are able to relate to you on one level or another. To my viewers who are women, I am so sorry for the way that the world is pushing an anti-female agenda in a way. I am so sorry that you have to deal with anything like that you have to deal with predators, and you have to deal with people undermining anything that you do based simply on what you are and how you were born. And I'm sorry that the administrations that are supposed to protect you are ran by people who don't see you as their equal. I am sorry that that is a thing, and it shouldn't be a thing. There shouldn't be a world where I'm able to apologize for you dealing with that. That shouldn't be a thing. And I am apologetic, and feel free to comment or to ask for a link to the Discord and talk there, because there are others there who understand what you're going through, and you deserve to have somebody who can affiliate with you, but also somebody who can conversate with you in a way that isn't too incredibly personal if you don't need it to be. Having somebody who can talk to you without knowing everything about you sometimes is what people need. Next, I want to talk about any of my viewers who are anything but white. Whether you are Asian or black, or if you are, what's the right term? I don't want to use any politically incorrect terms. If you are Middle Eastern, if you are whatever the fuck, I don't care. None of that matters. If you're from Guatemala or South Korea or Canada or fucking, I don't know, just anywhere. If you're from Chad in Africa, none of that matters. And your skin or your hair or your race or the way you talk or your culture should have nothing to do with how people treat you. There's no reason for the type of person you are to be judged on something like that. And I'm sorry that that's a thing you have to face. I'm sorry that that is a thing that our modern world still has as a problem. I'm sorry that there are still people who view you as lesser. I'm sorry that there are still people who, at a moment's notice, could change and be a whole different person based simply on something you can't change. I am so very sorry at the history that is associated with those things, like skin and with race and with accents and all of that, and there's nothing I can do about it other than just state that it's a horrible thing that never should have existed, nor should it exist now. I partake in some fairly offensive or dark humor, and I think that's fine. I don't think there's any issue with that, and other people do that, and it's completely fine. But there are bad apples in every group, especially in the group of people who associate with dark humor and whatnot. Because, of course, there's the people who are making the jokes, and haha, it's funny, but then there's the people who mean the terrible things. There are people who joke as a way of communicating their hate. And if you're one of the people who communicate your hate towards people in a joking fashion, or at all, really, fuck you. If you make offensive jokes and you don't mean any of it, then there's nothing wrong with that. Jokes are cool. Tragedy is the root of all comedy. And making an offensive joke is completely cool. But if you're one of the people who peddled those fucked up ideologies towards women, or towards somebody of a different race, or towards gay people, or whatever, if you're peddling that hate towards those groups of people for no reason other than who they are, fuck yourself. You suck. I would like to express, because I have negatively talked about religion in the past, but I think religion is a good thing. And I think, for the most part, it's a good thing for people. I think it's a good way to learn. It's a good thing for philosophy. It's a good thing for morals. However, there are a lot of religions, especially really big Western ones, that I'm not a huge fan of because of the way they are implemented or the history they have that is so negatively affecting others, or in ways that it could be transformed into hate. And I'm still firmly in that, and I still believe that those are accurate statements. And I in no way want to be disrespectful towards anybody who is religious, whether you are Christian or Muslim, or if you are Buddhist or whatever. There's a billion religions, and the only correct one is the one that you believe. And that's all I can say. I don't know. But religious persecution is so stupid. One of the main things, especially in America, one of the biggest things about it is the freedom to have your religion. And the idea of somebody who says they're a Christian or says they're a Muslim or whatever, and those people attacking others based on their religion or lack thereof is extremely disrespectful, misrepresentative of that group of people. Because I know Christians who are beautiful people. I know Muslims who are beautiful people. I know atheists who are beautiful people. And I know atheists that are shitheads, and I know Christians that are rapists, and I know Muslims who fucking peddle hate towards anyone who isn't perfect. And I am sorry that that's a thing that you have to deal with. And I will continue to express my negative emotion towards most religions. However, I in no way want to push anyone into not believing anything. I in no way want to peddle any sort of anti-religious propaganda or anything. I'm simply explaining what I think to people, and hoping that they can explain back as civil as I have explained. So there's that one. I felt, because of how negative I've been towards religion in the past, I felt like I really needed to hone in on that. This channel... Okay, YouTube, period. I've always been very accepting of any viewer or any subscriber or whatever. None of that matters to me, whether you're a man or a woman, whether you're tall, short, black, white, Asian, Christian, atheist, whatever. I do not care. Or if you're straight or gay or trans or whatever, and it doesn't affect me. It's interesting to see the statistics of that stuff, and I feel like that's really fun. However, it's not important, and nobody should give a fuck. I've always been really accepting here, but on this channel especially, I've been incredibly open to anyone and willing to listen and learn in a way that I feel like I never have been. Like, half of my Discord is people who are not the same as me. There's women, there's men, there's cis people, there's trans people on both sides of the tranny spectrum. I'm trans, I can say that. People of different races, people from different countries. It's a beautiful thing, and I love it. And I want that safe space to not just be that Discord server, but to be all of this channel. I think having a place like this, whether it's small like mine or huge like other people's, these online places where we show who we are, we should be at least open to what and who other people are. I in no way want this next bit to be like a call out or anything. I'm not trying to push anyone. I'm not trying to get any clout or anything stupid. None of that bullshit. I think more creators should open up about this, especially with how everything is going currently in the political climate, and especially in the Americas and in the Western world, but everywhere really. Opening up about how open you are to people and who is allowed to be in your community, which should be everybody. I feel like that is something that is important and should be talked about more. I don't want to name creators and be like, you should tell your community that they're important, and because that feels authoritative and it feels like I'm pushing something, and it's just not very genuine. Which I very much push for, is being a really genuine person and being honest with everybody. However, I can name a couple of creators who have been vocal about that and express how important that is to my enjoyment of said creators. The first one being somebody who's been extremely vocal about that stuff forever, Jacksepticeye. Hello, Sean. You're one of my favorites ever, and I share your gray hair problem. I pick most of mine out, though. Hi, kitty. Please don't attack my drink. Or my computer. Hi, buddy. Sean has been very vocal about not caring about any of that stuff pretty much for the entire time he's been on YouTube. And he's had to learn and grow. And I mean, he was from a small town in Ireland, you know what I'm saying? He had to learn and he had to grow, as anybody will. But he has been a tremendous help for me with coming out and with being trans and all that, especially doing that whilst being a creator myself. Sean is... Do you want back here, buddy? Sean has been tremendous at talking about that. Sean has helped with charities that go towards that, and he has been extremely vocal on YouTube, on Twitter, whenever he used to be on there a lot, on Instagram, whatever. And that has been incredibly impactful, not only because he matters to me, but also because of how big he is culturally. 30 million subs is a big fucking deal. Well, a million is. 1,000 is a big deal. That's a lot of fucking people. And I think that's been incredibly helpful. And thank you, Sean, for being so inclusive towards gay people and towards people of different races and ethnicity, whatever. Thank you. Another person who I think does a tremendous job of that is... oh no, my brain, where'd it go? Oh no. Queso. Jesus, I don't know why my brain exploded. Queso is a really funny guy, and being from the same area as me, having a creator from that area be so accepting and so openly positive towards other groups of people has been extremely humbling in a way, because growing up in Arkansas, I kind of didn't trust any Arkansans because of what I'd been through and what I'd seen, and him being in that area and being open and being forwardly okay with groups of people. Oh baby, please don't step on that. I'm gonna move you because of the kitty. He wants the keyboard so bad. And Case hasn't, exploded and gone on rants about his views on gay people or whatever. And he doesn't need to, because that's not what being inclusive is. Being inclusive isn't going on rants about different groups of people. However, Case has been open and invited people to join him in things. He has been very respectful of others. He has been, in one way or another, forwardly progressive in a way. That's been really nice, especially whenever we saw how he reacted with the oh no, what was his name? No, I can't remember. I keep forgetting names. I'm so bad. What was his name? What's the What's Up Brother guy? Oh no, I feel bad. I don't want it. That makes me feel bad. No, and I don't have my phone. But people know what situation I'm talking about. And Case was one of the first people to be, really openly, shut the fuck up. My friend didn't do anything wrong. And that's been extremely helpful. And I can't imagine how that felt, being that friend and stuff. I'm deeply appreciative of that from Case. And then a set of YouTubers who are in that offensive vein, but still care and are openly pro-people. The Goons. Blard, McNasty, The Dew, and Soup. They have been forwardly progressive without being assholes about it or without being libtards or anything. They've just kind of been nice to people. They've been open, and they make offensive, inappropriate jokes, but they don't hate anybody. They're not harming anybody or stopping them from advancing in life. And that's been incredibly nice to see from people who have that offensive humor. So shout out to all of them for positively affecting the space online, positively affecting people, and positively progressing in this weird world that we all share. Once again, I'm not going to dive into people who haven't done that, because I feel like that's really fucking stupid. I feel like being like, why haven't you talked about gay people, or why haven't you talked about black people, or why haven't you whatever. It's elementary school bullshit. You didn't say that you haven't outwardly told me that you respect me, so I'm angry. Which is extremely fucking stupid. And before I get called a hypocrite for the time that I asked two YouTubers if they liked trans people, I wasn't going after them expecting anything negative. I was simply asking their opinions on stuff because I wanted to hear it for myself. So don't do the hypocrite dance. I don't care. No one does. Sippy. For now, I don't have much else to say. To begin, thank you guys for sitting through this. Thank you guys for being part of this inclusive community. Thank you for giving me support and for giving me a cat hair. Thank you for allowing me the opportunities that you have. I am deeply, deeply appreciative. Thank you guys so much for that. Please stay positive. Take care of each other. Everybody, we are a community, not just like right here in the Finns Volley channel, but like YouTube is a community, and it is a strong, humongous family, and it has bad apples. It does, because everything does. But I think we work better together, and I think everybody should work together on that. I don't have too much else to say. Thank you for sticking around, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Bye-bye!